What's up, guys? This is Kalo, and normally I'm here to give you the lowdown on all things gaming, but welcome back to another episode of Community Kitchen, where we're cooking up the latest and greatest gaming news headlines. And who better to join me today than Aiden? Why don't you say what's up?
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Game Sandwich, where when we make a handheld console, we stick to it and we make it amazing.
You
Now we
know,
just need to make one.
exactly, but with that, there's always a price to pay. And the one we think you should pay, which is actually free, subscribe to here to Game Sandwich for more video game content just like this. If you want, join our community Discord, where we're always chatting about our favorite games, and drop a like on the video. Now, speaking of price to pay, speaking of things you can hold in your hand, like the phone you're probably watching this video on, or a laptop or whatever, we have some news about a new handheld, the Lenovo Legion Go 2. Now, it's slated to come out October 31st. Yay, that's around the corner, which it's crazy to think that we're just moving right along through the year. But it is coming in at a price tag of $1,100. And you're going to ask, what's different? Now, I'm not going to go through every single tech spec here. I'm going to give you the good bits, the shiny bits, and then we'll break down the larger conversation to be had here. Now, this is a Windows 11 based handheld PC. It's gonna have this new OLED panel with a 1920 by 1200 resolution. This is down from the 2560 times 1600 of the original Lenovo Legion Go, 144 Hz refresh rate, and this is where I want to bring in what they say is new, like their biggest selling points, and this is a redesigned, more ergonomic lines, a smoother feel, smarter button layout, and still features FPS mode, turning the right controller into a vertical mouse and a more neutral control during FPS games, and this is all to provide accurate drift free control, which I assume that's the Hull joysticks. Now, the other thing here, the extreme version comes in at $1,300 or $1,400, depending on how high you want to take this. Aiden, hearing 1,100, 1,300, 1,400, how are we feeling about this lovely handheld device?
I've never seen the original Lenovo Go, so hey, people, you can hate me in the comments here, but I'm gonna just derail this whole conversation that you had set up that you wanted to talk about.
Take it off.
But I see a lawsuit in the future here.
Really?
I see a lawsuit very much in the future here because you look at this thing. What does it remind you of? What does the look?
No, no.
I
see it.
Damn well copied the Switch 2. It looks exactly like it. Boom. Controllers that pop off the sides. Oh, and you also talked about how one turns into a mouse.
Hold on.
Nintendo's dropping the lawsuit. You heard it here, folks. They're going to drop it on Lenovo.
I want to stress the point, the original Legion Go did have that feature. So,
What, the mouse thing?
The mouse thing. So...
Okay. Well, still, Nintendo thought of it first.
Well, that's the thing, whether or not they're like, hey, whatever. But this idea that this console is $1,100 or $1,200, there's obviously little different specs. I assume that's internal storage. Yeah, 16 gig, 32 gig, and then the higher end is just 32 gigs, but there is a difference of 1 terabyte of storage or 2 terabytes of storage. This is where I want to have the larger conversation of, we don't know the Asus ROG Xbox Ally, that price. I'm not saying it's going to come in at $1,100, but I would assume the higher end version, the Xbox ROG Ally X, you're probably looking at $1,100 for that. And then the lower end one, it's not coming in at below $500. We're looking at $700. And this is where this is the future. And I hate the future. I don't like it at all. But this is the future of gaming. This is the future of consoles. And this is just a handheld. Imagine what an actual home console could be, right?
Yeah, I mean, this is I don't know. The handhelds are getting ridiculous at this point, and honestly, like, I mean, the Switch one, obviously, it just kind of makes the Switch seem more appealing, just because like the $450 price tag in comparison. But I, I don't know. I'm not like absolutely against it. I'm not, and the reason why is because it's a handheld gaming PC.
Hmm.
Go Go anywhere, anywhere at all. I dare you to like walk into Staples and try to find a laptop, like a good gaming laptop, for less than like $1,500. You're not doing it. Like at this point, you're asking to get a gaming laptop, but like at a cheaper cost, and that's what this is. It's the obvious like alternative, you know. It's not going to be that budget friendly option that everybody wants, but PC gaming has never been the budget friendly option.
it, that's my thing, and I'm doing circles in my head where I'm like, okay, from what I've just my general opinion, this is more of an enthusiast thing where it's like if you're looking to get into gaming and you don't have any consoles or you have like a PS4 and you're like, "Hey, I want to get a new console that kind of plays everything, that does everything." Am I gonna recommend a Legion Go 2? For that price tag, I can't, simply because I know, and this is a console I've bagged on for ages now, but shows you where we're at in gaming. Suddenly, a PS5 Pro sounds more appealing compared to this, just based off price tag alone. Not saying you can play everything off a PS5 Pro, but it's there. And then you're like, okay, $750. I have a little left over to get games. I have a little left over to get controllers, peripherals. And this is where I start bagging on the Legion Go 2, where it's like, you pay the $1,100, I assume more after tax, warranty. Then you need to get games, which on Steam, sure, like, they have sales, but you're already at 1,100 with games, controllers, and everything with the PS5 Pro. You're at 1,100 for just the console. And it's like, can I wholeheartedly recommend that to somebody? And I really can't.
I get you, I do.
It's so hard. It's so
But
difficult.
I kind of stand by the PC Master Race people. I kind of do. I mean,
Especially nowadays.
I use a PC a lot. I've had multiple PCs that I've built. I mean, I stand by the PC Master Race here. I mean, you got like basically with a PC, you have access to any controller of your choosing. You also have keyboard and mouse. You have faster response times, and you know, like if you want the best in gaming, it's typically going to end up being a PC that you build yourself. And also, I'm just saying, there's an intimate process in building a PC where it's just like, oh man, you feel good that you did it, you know?
I felt like
But,
Tony Stark when
I
I
get
built
you
mine.
I mean, I get you don't have that with a handheld PC like this, like one of the handheld like PC console things. But I mean,
Yeah.
unless you want to build one yourself, I mean, you probably
Right.
you might be able to.
Yeah.
Good luck, but
There's some sicko out there that can do that. But
but
then,
I was comparing here just for the sake of it,
yeah.
and yeah, I mean, like yeah, the specs are like basically one for one with the ROG Ally Xbox One.
Oh.
So like the specs are literally the same. Like processor, you're looking at CPU, you're looking at the AMD Ryzen Z2A processor, same thing that's in the Lenovo. For the graphics, you're looking at a Radeon graphics card. It doesn't say exactly which one. I'm assuming it's going to be a 780 or an 8090. I mean, they're talking like very similar specs. Even the like screen is same resolution, almost like not exactly the same. It's not 1920 by 1200. It's 1920 by 1080. So standard high def there. Refresh rate looks like very similar. So it's like, I mean, really, the refresh rate for the Legion is like slightly better than the ROG Ally. So like price wise, I'm thinking the ROG Ally is going to be like the quote unquote budget
Budget.
option, kind of where it's going to be if you get the original like the base one, it's going to end up being instead of like 1100 like the Legion, it's probably going to be like 900. That's what I'm thinking that it's going to end up being. And at that point, you're very close to the PS5 Pro, from what your argument was here.
No, and that's my thing of, all right, people are going to ask, why is this so expensive? For companies like Lenovo and let's just say Asus, who are making these PC handhelds, they make all of their money off this. Like, this is the only thing that's keeping them afloat. So if no one buys them,
Yeah.
they're at a loss. Whenever we talk about the Switch 2, I know it's totally different, but I'm kind of giving the price perspective here. They can afford to make that console and sell it at a lower price point because there's more to it than just the console.
Oh.
You're buying software, you're buying...
I mean, if you don't know it, you're literally everybody who sells a console, Microsoft, Nintendo, Sony, all of them, they sell them at a loss.
Exactly, and they're making their
I
money
don't know.
back off.
I don't know
everything
about
else.
like Asus. Like I don't know about like ROG or Asus or whatever. Like I don't know about them. I don't know about Lenovo. I don't know if they operate like that. But I doubt it. Just solely because if they did, they wouldn't get any money back based off like parts and everything. So I doubt it. But just think of it like this: if you're buying one of those, you're probably not buying it at a loss like from the company. But if you're buying a PS5, you're buying it at a loss from the company because they make up their money in subscriptions and games.
Exactly. And that's where, like, for these devices, and let's face it, the next Xbox, the next PlayStation, we're looking at a ballpark figure, at least for that generation of consoles. And this is where gaming is going. And it's like, now this stuff even past 700, it's getting out of hand. And for those people to say, like, what's it gonna take? I honestly don't know. Because, like, this is a clear sign no one's looking back. No one's saying, like, maybe we should try to come in at a more budget-friendly option. It's like, no. Like, this is clearly the line's going up.
Yeah, I mean, everyone said, "Oh, where are we going to draw the line?" And then they announced the price of the Switch 2, and they were like, "Oh, this is the line," and then that wasn't the line. So who knows where the line's going to be drawn? I don't think it ever actually will be drawn.
No,
I think it'll be a lot of people talking figuratively. Oh, the line's been drawn, but we all know it hasn't.
yeah, and it's like, oh, tariffs, inflation, blah, 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 like, stuff comes into play. I also want to point out real quick, I think they did say at some point this console's going to get that Xbox experience that they're calling it, where it's like, oh, it's going to have that user interface that the ROG Ally is going to have. Maybe that swings someone a certain way, I don't know. But, hey, you know, gaming, it's becoming more of, like, it used to be a fun hobby, and now it's like, how do I budget this, and how do I make this a part of my life?
It's no longer a hobby. It is your life.
No, yeah, we're gamers for life. We're sickos, because, I mean...
Also, can we just talk about Xbox for a moment? Like, swinging their experience around everywhere? Jeez.
Yeah, they're for the streets. They're out there in the streets. But do we have any final thoughts here on the Lenovo Legion Go 2?
I mean, I'm not buying it. I can tell you that much. I'm not buying it. Maybe the ROG Ally. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, depends on the price on that one. But I'm not spending over $1,200 on a handheld like PC thing like that. I'm buying a gaming laptop. I mean,
yeah.
There you go. If you want advice, don't buy one of those. Buy a gaming laptop. Go to MSI. There you go. Good brand.
Exactly. And, you know, for every one of us that say, like, this is a choice, $1,100 in today's world is very valuable. I mean, shoot.
That's a vacation 5 hours away from you.
Exactly. No, like, that's exactly it. And, like, that's the choice that people got to make moving forward, making the next generation of hardware. Just keep this in mind. If you're looking for gaming to be, you know, fun and whatever, budget, because this is what it's going to be. But that about does it here for this episode of Community Kitchen. We hope you guys enjoyed. If you want more video game content just like this, subscribe to Game Sandwich, drop a like on this video, and join our community Discord. Links to that is in the video description down below. But as of right now, I've been Kalo, joined by Aiden, and we'll see you guys next time.
Get a laptop already, people.
If you enjoyed today's video and want more content just like this, consider subscribing to Game Sandwich for all your news, rumors, and reviews. And we'll see you guys next time.